Hello and welcome back to the renovation of the RIBBLE recovery truck BD2. Sunday the 13th of January at the Den in Ashton, which is the home of K&R Walsh Brothers of Manchester, where all the magic comes together as these vehicles are took from the dead and brought back to life again. We're starting, if you can remember from the last time we were here, when there was an engine in place here, a Leyland engine from the BD2 recovery truck, and we're just walking past one or two bits that have been imported for renovation by the Walsh Brothers. The front mud guards, or two front mud guards that will look like that by the time they're finished, the driver's side mud guard and the front near side mud guard. These are some of the sections that are missing, that have got to be replenished, so to speak. That's all what's left of the driver's side inner panels on the mud guards. Just a quick flash past the scarab, or the scaravenet, as we like to call it here. Keep your eye open for that one. That will be represented at the shows this year throughout the northwest as K&R go on the road. Bit wobbly, I do apologise for that. So, if you remember, as I was saying, we had the gearbox, the engine and the front axle the last time we were filming, all on the floor just outside the main entrance to the den. And we've moved on over the last couple of weeks. There's a few more bits and pieces down here, which include the step from into the cab area at the back of the engine compartment, the steps leading up into the back of the cab area, part of the old front grille from the radiator. The bits that are left of it you can see absolutely rotten. And then the big surprise for everybody, including myself when I came in this morning, with the front axle on, the front radiator already in place on the chassis of the BD2. Absolutely fantastic what these lads have done in the time that they've had this vehicle. Took it and stripped it straight back to basics, to the renovation of where she is today. Unbelievable amount of work that's gone into this behind closed doors, long days and nights for Kenny and Ray. As you can see, the engine back in again now, painted into a different colour from when you last seen it. She was silver everywhere the last time I think you've seen it. She's like a grey, it's like an Air Force grey at the moment, that one. The bracket left on onto the radiator for I think they're using that for a measurement, so that's not been disturbed. And the down feed from the radiator itself from the top of the pan. Just scanning out along the chassis, as you can see, just at the background there is the cab area, which we'll be going on to very shortly. Remarkable job what they've done. Ray, the chippy, Woody as he's known in K&R, has done remarkably well with the woodwork on that actual cab. It's fantastic work that these lads have done to bring it to the state that she's in today. Incredible amount of work that's gone into it, absolutely incredible. Gearbox in, prop shafts on, and the back diff, what Ken had a few problems with, the back underneath now connected up, ready to go. Chassis from front to back, as I described last time, all back in, all within a short period of time that these lads have been working on the renovation of the BD2 RIBBLE recovery truck. Just one or two panels off the roof panels stripped back with nitromorphed. The old green colour on this one here you can see, and a bit of the red underneath from RIBBLE. still on there, not been scraped yet. Some of the roof panels, the main roof panel, the one that's going to be going over the cab. As you can see, fully stripped back, nitromorsed, ready to be primed before going into paint. Coming back in to the actual cab area, you can see the amount of woodwork that's gone into this by Ray. Incredible amount of woodwork, never ending, but remarkable job. I'm just going to try and feed you along and let you see stage by stage what's gone into this, including the corner pieces that Ray's managed to put back together again. Incredible amount of work and skill to get a piece of wood to bend round a corner. Fantastic amount of work gone into it. Changed the front structure underneath the windscreen. I think that took two efforts at it. It had to be slightly altered from where the radiator is going to be going. So that was all altered. New panels put in to secure the engine and the engine compartment when it goes back in again. Phenomenal work gone inside here. Into the dash, if you remember, this was absolutely rotten, and Ray's rebuilt the dash. As you can see, floor, done a great job of that, and the panel behind the driver's seat. You remember, all of this was absolutely rotten, nothing left of the structure whatsoever, and yet you can see all the hard work that Ray's done in redeveloping the cab area, the driver's cab area, putting new wood in, the bends and everything else that he's had to do. Incredible. A nice mirror there to do your hair in, the driver's mirror of course, around the front side of the door, the front driver's door, down to the wheel arches, all new wood put back in place again. Moving on into the midsection of the cab area, the work area of this vehicle. I'll just try and take it up above so you can have a quick look as far as I can reach anyway at the view of the woodwork that Ray's put into the near side roof compartment. Absolutely phenomenal amount of woodwork that's gone into this. It's incredible. Just coming down to the rear, near side of the cab, and the panels and the work that Ray's put into that, including the lower sections where the lock is going to go back in, all brand new wood. The steps, brand new set of steps. You've seen the old ones at the beginning of the video when we came in, and Ray's managed to fit in the new steel and the woodwork to get the steps back to how they should have been. Just coming up to the inside of the cab, behind the engine compartment, on the near side, new wood panels and everything gone into that. The new wood sections that have gone into the supports on the near side for the door, where the sliding door is eventually going to be refitted, and the air ducting channels just inside from the old fan, which might have seen better days, you never know. Just up inside there, you can see the state of that. Unbelievable when you think of the years that was just stood rotting away with Mother Nature. Well, the Walsh brothers have beat Mother Nature, rescued the BD2 RIBBLE recovery truck, brought it back up to the den here in Ashton, and as you can see, the work that's gone into this is incredible. To bring it back to this condition of what she is actually in on this 13th day of January, on the Sunday. It's given me the opportunity. The lads have just bopped out for dinner to just have a quick scan round for you, so you can have a good old look at where they're up to at the moment. Still bits of wood to be remodelled yet, put into place. You can see again where the door's going to be for the sliding door to overlap. Incredible amount of work that these lads have done. Absolutely incredible. New timber throughout. You see what's actually gone into this day and night. Just around the back, might be able to hopefully just give you a bit of an example of the woodwork that's gone into it. The centre door there. Of course, it needs to go further forward, and it will be doing when it's put back onto the chassis again, and where the crane's going to be situated at the back has to be built again. That'll be done once the vehicle and all the cab's been put back onto the chassis and she's moved further forward in the den. Restricted space won't allow them to build that section until it goes back out again. But you can see there some of the wheel arch where Ray has reconfigured it, made the new wheel arch. Just giving you an idea of how rotten the wood actually was, you know. Look at that, absolutely destroyed by Mother Nature, and Ray has managed to rebuild these sections. Now the top bar with the holes in there, I'll show you when we get inside the back of the cab, was where the bars went. There's some bars used for different things to do with recovering. I'll show you those when we get back inside in a few minutes. That's the back section behind the driver's seat, and also on the near side where the handle is in front of the engine compartment. You can see the roof all redone now. Incredible amount of work gone into that. The cross section over the back, both sides completed now. Ray's done all the hard work to renovate the wood to bring it back into being usable again. So as you can see, they've worked really hard on that section. We're back in again on the offside now, the lower section underneath the cab area. You can see this area's still got work to be done on it by Ray, and I'm sure that won't take him long to do when you think of how well he's actually done up to now. The front offside wheel arch, driver's wheel arch, you still see there's bits and pieces there to do. Incredible amount of work gone into that. Support's just holding the front end up for now. Give you another view from the front offside, looking at the cab and looking along the cab area. How much work and wood's gone into this section. Incredibly, Ray's done a fantastic job with the main struts. As you can see, new wood gone in, and the panel work on this side all coming back into shape now. There she is. Sorry about that, my hand appearing from nowhere. The roof section where the new wood went in, just you can see from the front offside. Amazing amount of wood reshaped that's gone back into this. And again, another view inside. As you can remember last time, this was absolutely rotten. The dash compartment where the clocks and everything's going to fit. The floor, which was rotten. Front wheel arches we've seen at the beginning of the video, which are just outside. They're all going to be fettled up and they'll be ready to be put in over the next couple of months. This is the obvious section now where the lads are going to go all out to break its back before 2013 Llandudno extravaganza at Bidoffen Farm, where hopefully, with everything crossed including fingers, you'll be looking at the BD2, which will be gracing all the shows in the northwest this year as K&R Walsh brothers go on tour. around the northwest with the vehicles that they've renovated so far, including the Scarab BD2, the Volvo, and hopefully one or two more little surprises. We don't want to scare it off thinking that they won't be able to achieve it, because remember, this is only part-time. They do only do part-time work, these lads. They have got real jobs, you know. I know that's hard to believe, but they actually have. But they spend more time nowadays, I think, doing these, because of the enjoyment that they get out of other people being able to see these vehicles brought back from the dead and made back into show standard, so for us all to enjoy. We're just in the rear cab compartment. Remember the nest, where the nest was? It's gone now. I think it's up on one of the shelves inside the Walsh Brothers den here in Ashton. Home of the miracles. Where everything is put back to how it should be in its present state. I'll just bob you down to this rear near side. You can see where the panels have all been left, so you get a good idea of what they actually look like. And also in the rear cab area, there's part of the rear cab hasn't actually been done yet. It's not been rubbed down properly, so that'll be something to look forward to. On the floor is where the spades and the tools all come in to their own when they're going to be refitted. You can have a guess with the competition of what these actually are. What's going to be put in the places where these holes on the floor, you can name them and put them onto a link where you're making your comments about the renovation of the BD2. You can actually make your own comments, and we'll set that up as a little quiz for you. You can tell us inside the back of the cab what actually fits in these holes in the floor, and the tops of them would be fastened up into these racks. Also, just on the floor area, we've got a number of holes in a panel. Maybe you'll be able to tell us what goes in there as well. So, there you have it. At the moment, that's where we're up to with the renovation of the RIBBLE recovery truck by K&R Walsh Brothers of Manchester. And we look forward to seeing you and bringing to you the next part of the renovation when we join K&R Walsh Brothers of Manchester in Ashton again at the den, following the work that's being done on the BD2 RIBBLE recovery truck. So, thanks for watching.